everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Saints going up against the 49ers. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi, and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that, because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet, you still have to be physical. And that's what they did on the first play.
Throwing now is Bortles. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Give him 11 on the gain there. And that leads to a San Francisco first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
In the red zone this time. Bortles now on 1st down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
1st and goal, they'll look to smash it in. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Carlos Hyde taking it in. And the Niners have taken the early lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang. But it's 2nd down. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. The gun. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Watch it now, Marty. Let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
Navarro Bowman makes anyone's short list for the best linebackers in the game.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Watch it now, Marty. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Here we go now.
Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
He'll look to throw. He throws, and he hits the slant route to Thomas. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Out of the gun now on third down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on fourth down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Frank Clark in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Let's go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. This is turning into a bit of a death march here, the 13th play of this drive. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Back to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll start out on the ground with a jive. And some room to work. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Jay, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. Nope.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off on the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. On second down, here's Bortles. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And the ball is knocked out. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Melvin Gordon, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are back within a score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a San Francisco first down.
So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Their big tight end with his first career touchdown in his first career game. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Niners get there and bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. He'll look to throw. Left side and caught by Flainer. And down he'll go at the 25. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out. Shotgun. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Green, 39.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 20 that time. And the Saints are going to get a first down. Good display of running there by Melvin Gordon, and good to see him healthy back from that microfracture surgery.
It really is, because he did not have the rookie year he expected in 2015. Then we heard about the surgery in the offseason, so to see him back and moving around, we're probably going to see the best of Melvin Gordon going forward.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Red zone opportunity. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
All right, here we go.
First and goal, defense with their backs against the wall. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from the 5. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Melvin Gordon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints get a bit closer. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90!
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Throwing left side, it's complete. It's a gain of 21 that time. And it'll be first down 49ers. Bortles now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Having an effective short passing game, one of their main concern coming into this one, right there, able to hit the D with a quick strike and a first down.
And you're able to put that into your game plan when you see that there's space to throw the football. A lot of defenses don't want to play press coverage or tight coverage. They'll play backed off, and sometimes those cornerbacks will bail out really fast and really get deep, and that allows you to throw the quick game underneath, and they took advantage of it.
2nd down, 9 yards to go.
Watch left. Tight end to the left.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it's 3rd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Flush to his right. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Bortles going to go on 4th down. Flushed out right. Throws right side, and that's complete. Give him 23 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
On play action, now Bortles steps away. And out of bounds, just shy of the end zone at the 1. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Now Bortles, and they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
And this is caught. It's Edelman. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Bortles now on 3rd, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Julian Edelman, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more after this. Yeah, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jay Ajayi, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They run again with Ajayi. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Room here to run. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 1st down, Bortles escaping the pressure right. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Drops it off to Ajayi. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be... returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. And his first throw here is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's third down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then...
He's got a man complete. They give him a gain of 38. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how...
Taylor hit. He lost the football. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Now Taylor on first down. It's complete. Flainer, right side. 15 yards through the air on a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So the offense has it first and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On first and 10, it's Taylor. He's going to air one out. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Tackle made there by Nick Fairley. Second down following the run.
339. 339. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, End up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the 49ers are going to get a first.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
Into the red zone, it's Bortles. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Carlos Hyde, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One man in the backfield is Gordon. Second and 10, it's Taylor again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
On third down, Taylor throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Let's go!
Here we go on 4th down with Taylor. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Now Bortles. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is not with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle. He can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Ready, green, 9.
the gun. It's Bortles. And this is caught. It's Edelman. Only 2 yards on the completion. It's second down. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
Second down, goal to go from the 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jay with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And the 49ers continue to roll. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do and the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them. Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback.
He rifles one, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Cuts left. Ajayi's going to go. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. The Saints coming out now to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Watch left. Tight end to the left. Tight end left. We got 3. We got 3.
Here we go.
Third and long, it's Taylor. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 60 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
We got to get the ball. We get the ball right here.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
There we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll begin the drive with a giant. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down.
Here we go now.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every kick.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 20-yard touchdown. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Here comes Grant on the return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Kobe Fleener, the tight end, his intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
3 down, 3 down.
Let's go. 1, 9, 1.
Now Taylor. It's complete. Fleener, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Another pistol look here.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Fresh set of downs here. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Alert, alert. 3 down,
Here we
3
go.
down.
From the gun on third down, it's Taylor. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here we go.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
Bortles now to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Here's Drew Kaiser now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll take it at the 42. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception, we'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game?
That's caught inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now Taylor on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And he's got room. Boom! And he slides to avoid the hit. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Bortles now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll get 17 yards there. And that leads to a San Francisco first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Throwing his Bortles on third down. And that is incomplete. So a big roughing the passer penalty, Charles, and of course that's 15 yards.
And everyone knows how protected the quarterbacks are. You've got to make sure that when you launch at a quarterback that you're hitting him in the right spot and in the right time.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they've wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field. 2
yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
Into the 4th quarter now. The offense has got to feel like they've imposed their will and kind of taken the life out of the defense. And you can see it from the perspective of the guy carrying the football. Those holes have to look huge, similar to a great hitter. Seeing a ball come into the plate and he's in the zone, the ball looks like a beach ball to him. He's just smacking it over the wall. Now what you're seeing is a runner whose eyes are wide open, and he's envisioning the goal line.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. You ain't going nowhere.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special.